Hello, I'm Amber, and I had a massive stroke 19 months ago, and I went to the other side due to that. And this is series 2 of what I learned. Part 2. Hard when you're brain injured to figure it all out. So once I was there, I realized it wasn't like the movies, when you think somebody is dying and they say things like, there's people there calling to me, or there's people in my room and they're like, yes, come, all that. I knew I wasn't fully dead because it wasn't like a welcome home party. There were people I knew that had crossed over and pets that had crossed over, but they weren't running up to me to greet me. They weren't welcoming me home. I also have aphasia, so talking sometimes is hard. They were just standing there. So I was in this beautiful garden with sort of a field and stuff, and a creek and a pond. And they were kind of standing to the side. Not one of them came up to me and hugged me or anything like that, because they knew I wasn't necessarily staying there. So I wasn't fully crossed over. And so there was no point or purpose in me talking to them. And as soon as I was out of my human body and had the infinite knowledge that we get when we're on the other side, I knew this. So I wasn't running up to them. I wasn't like, oh my God, I missed you so much. I knew I was there for a purpose, and that wasn't the purpose. I knew that they were there to support me in the decision making, but there was nothing I needed to say to them. Everything was telepathic. And so I talked to my guides and focused on making the decision whether or not to come back. And it wasn't a welcome home party because I wasn't fully there for the long term. I wasn't sad about that. I wasn't stressed about it. I didn't feel alone, neglected, or sort of left out. I just knew in my soul that I was there to make a decision, and that is it. And if I would have fully crossed over and chose not to come back, then it would have been a welcome home party. And I also would have left the garden and fully crossed over to the other side. I hope that makes sense. Stay tuned for part 3 at some point. Bye.